All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the HPL YouTube channel. We are in the college football playoffs here in Arizona. The Verbo Fiesta Bowl, second round of the playoffs, featuring the 9-4 Clemson Tigers out of the ACC against the Ole Miss Rebels out of the SEC, the runner-ups of the SEC. Set to go here in the Fiesta Bowl. I'm Dewan McMurray. Alongside of me, Tiger or is it always Joker or Tiger?
Who do you think it is?
You?
Is it?
Okay. Is it you? Okay, good. I'm Dewan McMurray. Alongside of me, Tiger NASCAR and Nathan Jurgens, however you want to say it. What are we looking for in this game, Tiger?
I look for Ole Miss to come out firing against a hot Clemson team.
I think so too. And they, as you saw, this team has 4 losses, but they know how to play when it's time. They know when to get hot. They just beat a really good Oregon team, who I believe won the Big Ten championship, if I'm not mistaken.
They did not play in the Big Ten championship.
Oh. Well, nonetheless, they still beat a good Oregon team, so props to them. Anyway, this is looking to be a really good game. As you see, total leather, we are underway here at State Farm Stadium in the Fiesta Bowl. And Reigns is just going to take a knee in the end zone. Ball's going to come out to the 25-yard line. As you see, 438 yards per game for this Clemson offense. So really efficient offense. As you see, they line up. Pull back to the right of the quarterback. Man in motion. The fake jet action to Brown.
Oh!
First play of the game! He finds the hole and he's gone! 75-yard touchdown for Clemson on the first play of the game!
Yeah, I mean, this Clemson team is, they're underrated. People not, expect them to even make the playoffs. And, I think we see a lot of people who are underestimating them, right? And first play of the game, that's a statement drive, statement play.
And yeah, just come out. One play only took 10 seconds off of the clock. A beautiful run.
Yeah, and we saw, Clemson, you mentioned it, Clemson beat Oregon in a interesting game yesterday, right? And,
yes.
No one expected them to win that, right? You gotta, defense, offense, everyone's gotta do their part.
I agree. Sorry for cutting you off earlier. As you see, Michael Borger first and Ole Miss offense on the field here from their own 15-yard line. Tight end in motion. And off inside. Oh, he almost got there. Got Abu Sama III, Jr.
Yeah, and Ole Miss kind of struggles on offense sometimes, and we've seen them play down a competition before, and so you just kind of don't want to do that here. But they had a really good SEC championship game. I think they won like 40-37 against Pablo, the Florida Gators, who I think has a pretty good defense. So
yes, they are the SEC champions, and that was a mistake I made at the beginning of the stream saying they were running up. They were SEC champions. But nonetheless, you saw another run from Sama, got a first down.
Yeah, Sama III's a big impact player here.
And it's a read option, quarterback keeper for Boger. Stiff arms a man, slips into the secondary, gets us to the 48-yard line.
Michael Boger, you see a little tempo here. Michael Boger is one of those guys, second year. I don't know if they won the championship last year. If I'm not mistaken, they did. But he's a guy, he's been in the big moment before. So
another read option. Boger has a big running lane on the right side, and he gets it to the 34-yard line. They're running fast-paced right here. Will Clemson make an adjustment or will Jackson change up the play a little bit?
They can't make it where they read the quarterback option play, and I wonder if that might be why. But
1st and 10, Boger all day to throw. Hitch a little curl route broken up there. Intended receiver was Caden Lee. the speedy receiver from Florida.
Yeah, he's the guy you're gonna want to watch out for. Let's see here.
Boger dropping back. Man coming after him. Bins free. And he gets hit as he throws. It's going to fall incomplete.
Michael Boger got a little sticky there in the backfield, made that guy miss, and made a good play to get at least out of his hands. And
McCaskill in motion. Third and 10. Boger. And he's going to be taken down by Farmer. The sophomore D tackle brings him down, and they force a 3 and out.
Yeah, fourth. That's a big stop there for Clemson, and now, we'll see what they can do on this punt. This is actually one of the biggest punts that you really will see on this game, and it's not executed perfectly. I mean, it's at the 20-yard line.
What a great start from this Clemson team. You see, our Bills really came ready for the playoffs. Doing a really good job so far. We'll see what they come out here on offense.
Well, we've only seen one play on that first drive, and so we don't know if he's going to be able to adjust to the Ole Miss defense or if it's just kind of a fluke play, but we'll see what happens.
We'll see. As they come out play action first play, it's a little dump off, and he has the first down to the 31, pickup of 11.
And I think Bales is one of those guys who's more finesse. He's kind of got one of those higher IQs of the people who are in this dynasty, but he's gonna know where he wants to go with the ball. He's not gonna make dumbest decisions, and that's what you really need to do in a game like this.
Direct snap to Brown, and he's only gonna get a yard.
Yeah, that's kind of loaded the box there. All 6 guys kind of in the box, and then there's 5 linemen. So you saw that was an interesting play from the defense, and see if he can do anything here in 2nd and 9.
It's another handoff outside to Brown. Brown's going to turn the corner, and he's going to get 2.
Yeah, Tyler Brown, and this is the first tricky situation that Clemson's been. Obviously, he hasn't been, they haven't really needed to only run 4 plays, but we'll see kind of what their mindset is on this 3rd and 7.
Zena looking, throws it down, it's batted down. So Ole Miss forces a 3 and out here. Gets this Clemson offense off the field.
Yeah, they needed that because you don't want to go down 14-0 like Oregon did. So it's definitely a kind of a good sign for Clemson that they're up, because it's not really a sign of a fluke. Everyone's kind of saying that's a fluke game, a Mickey game against Oregon, and now they're here, and they're trying to show that they're meant to be here.
First play of this drive for Ole Miss. Only gets 4.
Yeah, and it's RPO. We might see a lot of those this game. It's kind of something that Jackson does. Look at this. This might be
it's a trick play.
Trickery.
And it is intercepted by Lewis. Midfield. Swerves a guy. And he gets it down to the 37-yard line.
Yeah, that was a trick play gone wrong, and that's gonna really sting, because now Clemson's got good field position again here, and maybe not again. This is the first time they've actually run a play inside Jackson's 50, so we'll see how they capitalize here. They run a trick play.
Trick play right back.
Oh,
he is wide open. Tyler Brown, touchdown, Clemson. Tyler Brown, they ran the trick play, and it results in a 37-yard touchdown. Tyler Brown second today. Clemson takes a 14-0 lead here.
Goodness. Yeah, that's just they they did to us, we're gonna do it right back, and that's a really good execution. He was not expecting that probably after what Jackson did. He took the pick, and I think that's kind of what you need to do. You got to bring out the back tricks, maybe one play at a time. And that's kind of how you're gonna have to beat these teams, And
keep in mind, something to note, I should have noted at the beginning of, actually I'll do that later because it might end up jinxing, so I'm just gonna be quiet. I'm just gonna be quiet. Maybe if it's like fourth quarter, I'll say.
The internet. Is that...
No, not that. Not that. First and 10. Boger. 3 men coming after him, and he's hit. Incomplete.
Yeah, we saw there was 2 games played between Oregon and Clemson because of the internet lag, and that's obviously in a controversial moment between the Oregon Duck user potentially pulling the plug on his internet. Look at this play here.
Check down to Sama, and Sama's going to get it to the 36.
Yeah, but we had that controversy, and the second game was a lot better for Oregon, so you wonder if there might be, Clemson might be a second-half team because they're really playing well in the first half.
Boger on a read option. Has enough speed to turn the corner. Couldn't get around that star defender. I think that was Avion Terrell that made the tackle.
Yeah, we need to make the adjustment if you're Clemson on this quarterback sneak or read option, sorry, because it's just working really well. Look, it's happening.
And he's going to run the read option again. Boger's going to cut it back, and he's going to get it into Clemson territory. Well, actually, right at midfield, so not into Clemson territory, but has it at the 50.
Yeah, we need to make the adjustment if we're Clemson. That's just the biggest thing, because it's worked every single time, and you want to be able to force him to doing something different, but right now he can just kind of do whatever he wants at will.
Boger checks it down again. Breaks a few tackles, and he has another first down to the 39. Pickup of 11.
Yeah. Well, it's going to take us in the first quarter, but a lot of these plays have been short passes, yeah.
End of the first quarter, the surprise of the college football playoffs. Up 14 here in Arizona. As we're going to go down to our sideline reporter, Joshua Wright, head coach of USC. What are we seeing out of Clemson right now?
This is just the power of friendship, right? They have nothing to lose, everything to gain. If they can beat two national champions back to the defending national champions, I mean, it's only up from here.
And that's actually what I was gonna say. So far in this league, there's been 4 seasons, and Jackson Altman has made all 3 national championships. So could Clemson stop that? We have yet to find out.
Yeah, I mean,
you saw halfback screen. This was set up and it got 9.5 yards.
And I think we might be seeing a quarterback change potentially. Boger got a little bit injured, and they might be taking him out of the game here because you see the impact player Boger. He's got severe high injury risk, and that's really going to affect him, as you might know. But we'll see. We've got Howard now. He's a star player.
Will Howard, I believe.
Yeah, Will Howard.
Will Howard, the star QB from Ohio State. Dama jukes a man, stiff arms a defender, and he gets it down to the 10, first and goal.
Yeah, I wonder if they might see a guy like Martin Luther King Jr. down in the red zone, because he's definitely a guy kind of gets these snaps down here. You see him a few times.
You see Will Howard now, first and goal from the 10. Howard brings a man in motion. It's Lee. Lee goes back, trying to see the coverage. Howard. 4-man rush, and he gets taken down behind the line of scrimmage. T.J. Parker made the tackle.
Yeah, and now kind of a big spot because Clemson really needs this, and they need to get it a stop here. And if they can, it's gonna still keep it 2 scores, but you want to go into halftime.
RPO has it, and he has the touchdown! From 11 yards out, Will Howard's first touchdown of the day.
Yeah,
and Ole Miss gets on the board.
Yeah, screen RPO there, and it worked. Just kind of outran everybody, and that's what you get when you have high overall players. But Clemson, we'll see what they can do now, because they used one of their big trick plays there on that last drive. So we'll see if they got anything else in store for this one.
Really, if you've seen the 2 touchdowns that Clemson has, they have been a one-play touchdown. Keep that in mind. They're 2 touchdowns that they have so far.
Yeah, and how can you not root for Clemson? As
I mean, they're pulling magic tricks right now.
They are the Cinderella story. Cinderella story here, and
Brown only got 2. They were ACC runner-ups last year.
And we talk about the biggest villains, and Mississippi State head coach claims to be the biggest villain. What about Ole Miss? They're playing against the Cinderella, the guy everybody wants to win. They might be the biggest villain right now, in my opinion. Look at this run, though.
Just ran through a guy, Justin Williams-Thomas.
Yeah, and that's kind of what we need. We need these chunk plays, third and manageables. If Clemson can really score with, get it within 30 seconds before half, you'll be in a pretty good spot, I think, going into that second half then, yeah.
You'll see they line up in bunch quads here on 3rd and 1. As quarterback keeper, Vizina picks it up with his legs, got blasted, but he gets it to the 43 and has another first down for Clemson.
Yeah, I was nervous that he was going to fumble there because those QB blasts, you knew it was coming too. Like, you could just see the formation. You kind of just knew it was going to be a blast, and gets the first down. It's just every time
it looks like it's in bunch quads, it looks like it's bound to be. Handoff left side to Brown. Brown makes a man miss. Gets to this 50-yard line at midfield. 2nd and 3.
Yeah, when you're in those bunch quads, you're looking at who's in the box, right? You're trying to see if there's any linebackers kind of standing up. You got that 3-man front, 4-man front, and there's linebackers. They have 4 guys up in the box, and you're just going to run it, that QB blast, and it works pretty much every time. But now we're in a good spot from Clemson here. It might take us a 2-minute warning, actually. We'll see.
I think that's what he's doing.
He might snap it right before. I think he's going to take it down.
2-minute warning here. Clemson holds a 7-point lead. The top rushing touchdowns this season, Chris Johnson Jr. mainly scored most of those touchdowns with the Wildcat formation.
Yeah, it's going to be a game later on at like 6 o'clock, I think. 6 Central, so in 2 hours' time. Look at the screen pass.
Sets up the screen to Brown. Brown has blockers.
Whoa.
Makes a man miss, and he's down inside the 25.
Yeah, this is good because they can kind of chew the clock now here because you really don't have to worry about the time. You can just focus on your plays, focus on the reads, make your audibles, and that's a big play. Get about 30 yards.
Ole Miss shows blitz right here. But it is a play action. Vizino gets taken down. 2 guys ran into each other, but they still got to him. Caleb Alba got there.
Yeah, now the biggest thing is just to get fuel. Right, I mean, it's 2nd and 20. You want to think about a touchdown. If it's not there, we have to get a couple of yards, make it 3rd and manageable. It's okay to get half of it back. You don't need to get it all right here. But the most important thing is just to stay within field goal range. I don't know what their kicker is.
Direct snap, Brown. Saw that earlier. Ole Miss calls it 2nd timeout.
Yeah, 1 minute, 22 seconds. So Ole Miss is going to get the ball with, you'd imagine, around 1:15, 1:10 left. and so we'll see
Third
kind of
and
what the
15.
game plan is here.
Vizina
Run with it,
scrambles out. He has some
Mike,
running room and gets blasted.
Decision
He's short.
time.
Analytics. I think you got to take 3.
I think you kind of want to take 3 here as well. I mean, maybe we can go down to one of our sideline reporters. Oh, and Heredia, you want to chime in on what we should do here? I guess he's not here. So we'll just...
Well, yeah, it looks like he's going for it. I mean, Ole Miss does
agree
get
with
ball
this.
to start second half, but they're
It's
coming
going
out
to be
punch
Hugh
spots again.
I bet he calls a timeout. I bet he calls timeout. I think he's going to call a timeout here.
He throws the ball, pick off, it's Perkins!
And it's going back.
Oh my God, Harold Perkins down the sideline, one man chasing after him, and he gets hunted down at the 25-yard line.
I was going to say, as the sideline reporter, I would have taken my 3 just to go up 2 possessions. There's no guarantee that Jackson would score in the minute with no timeouts, but we won't find that out.
And Ole Miss has a chance to tie this ball game.
Ooh. Yeah, and now it's, you're okay. You're still up by 7, and so the pressure is still on Ole Miss, but it definitely feels like it's Ole Miss's job to lose. Look at that sack, though.
Down.
And Clemson calls a timeout. Oh,
yeah, that was kind of surprising.
I did not expect that. You really, I don't know. You just got a big play. They got the momentum back.
Timeout, but now you got to really get a nice stand here on defense. Keep them in bounds. 3rd down 7. Howard's taken down again.
And he calls another one.
Clemson's calling timeout, but I mean there's a lot of clock run off, but hey, whatever works.
This field goal is no easy task either. We'll see.
47 yards.
Fast. I think he'll get it though.
Oh wait, middle of the field. No wind because it's indoor. Snap and hold it good. The kick is good, and it is now 14-10.
Yeah, that's a big drive from Clemson. We're seeing a lot of good pressure as well. I don't know if I agree with calling a timeout. That's, but it's certainly encouraging from Clemson there to get that stop. Yeah, so now you just kind of wonder what Clemson's willing to do and how far they're willing to go. The good news for them is that Ole Miss has no timeout, so if we don't get this 1st or 2nd now, we can just kind of keep eating this out.
Well, we'll see what happens. 41 seconds. Vizina, quick out to Bryant Wesco. They're going to go hurry up here.
This is the last play, in my opinion, that we should even attempt something, and I think if it's a blown coverage, just...
And again, another curl route to Bryant Wesco.
It's out of bounds, but I don't know where this kicker is going to be able to kick from. So, you can imagine 40 yards is what you need, maybe 30, but I think 30 we get him to around the 36 or 33 yard line, but we'll see around here.
We'll see what happens. 23 seconds. Brown goes in motion.
Oh,
it's one-on-one. Got batted down by Trevarius Banks.
Yeah, he beat him there, but just a pretty interesting ball. I kind of bullet past it, and he's too quick with it, I think. But it could have been open. But we'll see what he comes out in here. It's 2nd down. And we'll see here. This is kind of a heavy formation for this type of game.
Vizina snaps the ball. Oh my gosh, how did he stay in bounds?
I don't know. There was interesting. I'm really interested about that play call. Just kind of short routes it, but
made by TJ Moore fighting to get out of bounds.
What he does here.
Vizina steps up, taken down. Does he call the last time out, though?
He doesn't. He's got to just run it out. But I think he's looking for that fade route on the outside, left side there, and it never came open, so he just kind of took his sack and
Yeah.
lives for the second half.
Another day as 14-10 Clemson leads. We're gonna go down to our sideline reporter. Joker, what do you look for Ole Miss in the second half?
I mean, I feel like they've been doing really well with the run game. The halfback Sama has been kind of the focal point of this offense, and the quarterback's going to have to make some big plays, right? No Michael Boger there. I believe that's Will Howard. So see what Howard can do on the big stage in a playoff game.
The first play, it's an outside run to Sama, and he's only going to get 3, but he did make a man miss.
Yeah, that's good that he made that miss, because he was definitely going to lose a couple yards. That blocks kind of didn't really fall the way he needed them to, and now this is a big drive, because it's going to tell us a lot about where Ole Miss's mentality is, kind of playing down. You just playing to the half if you're
Second down, 7.
Playing.
He is going deep.
Is he going to pick
and it's overthrown. Looking for his running back.
He PI'd him. He just blocked him. His linebacker there just kind of blocked the running back from getting out ahead of him. I don't think that was overthrown. It was just bad luck for Jackson. Right, now you got 3rd and 7, and now you gotta wonder, do we consider going for this on 4th down if we don't get it? I think probably not.
Here. 3rd down, 7. Howard drops back. Wide
oh, he's got a wide open
man. It's Lee. Caught rumbling down inside the 20 or inside the 30. Found him wide open.
That is gonna really kill this defense, I think.
Momentum swings in this game is crazy now.
It feels like I don't even know what coverage that is. I couldn't tell you, but just not something we can really allow happening.
Direct snap. Gonna get 6.
And there's Martin Luther King Jr. He's on the field. That's a guy talking about, wanting to see him in the red zone.
King. Whoa, and he's gone! Untouched. And Ole Miss takes its first lead. After being down 14-0, they score 17 unanswered points.
Yeah, Martin Luther King Jr. there with a touchdown. It's probably his first. It is his first in the playoffs, but we gotta find an answer for Clemson, and this storybook run is not looking so storybook right now. But yeah, now we'll see what they do here. I'd expect he's just gonna go back to what he's doing on his first couple of drives.
I'm out in a double halfback set here. Brown goes in motion. They show blitz.
Oh, look at
that! Wide open area to run on the right side of the field. Spins and fights for a few extra yards into Ole Miss territory in just one play. Tyler Brown is putting it on.
Yeah, you have one more first down and we're back in field goal range. We're one coverage mistake from being there. One guy who's open. That's what you want to see. It looks like it might be another orbital. Oh no, it's a run.
Runs to the outside, gets into the secondary, hit hard at the 29.
Yeah, this is good. We're in field goal range. We can be a little more aggressive, I think, at this point. Not that we probably already were, but those are two pretty safe plays, and now Bales might have found something here.
And off right side, he's actually not going to get anything on first down.
But yeah, and 2nd and 10. So we saw how he went for it earlier on a 4th and 2, and kind of what was going to happen there. But now we see another pretty important situation.
Dump off to, can't even say that running back's name correctly, but he does get 5 yards off of that little check down.
And this is one of those plays where you're seeing kind of where his mentality is at. If it's a run, you'd imagine he's expecting to go for it on 4th down. If he passes, he might be just taking his 3. But we see this punch squad on the left side again, and We'll see what he tries to do.
Quarterback
He's
keeper
gonna
on
run it.
3rd and 5. Benzina, nowhere to go.
You gotta
And I
take your
think,
3
yeah,
here
and
for
he's
sure.
going to take his 3. So it'll be a 20-17 ball game. Well, assuming he makes this. This is a 42-yard field goal. Nolan
Got
Hooser,
it.
and it is spot on. And we are tied here in the Fiesta Bowl. Up to the semifinals on the line. It would be 20-17 if our Bills decided to take his 3 earlier, but unless we're tied. Kick is away. White calls for fair catch.
Might not even be 2017 because he might have not have had a chance to score a touchdown there, but at the end of or a field goal. Was it a field goal? Yeah, it was a field goal. Almost might not have scored a field goal there at the end
As
of
you
the
see,
half, but
I
now
think Coach Jackson is subbing back in Michael Boger.
yeah, and the wear and tear will probably get him back up to where he probably was at the start of the game but he might be 1 hit away, so that'll be something to look out for here as that Clemson defense has 4 sacks on the game. Oh,
Read option. He's not going anywhere. TJ Parker was all over that.
and TJ Parker gets a big. Is that even a sack or is that TFL? I don't really know, but we'll see what Bell's defense can do getting into crunch time, and I'm not sure how we're gonna do
You see,
here.
it's 2nd and 13. Okpala goes in motion.
Ooh. I think there might be a touchdown coming on this play.
He's just seeing if it's zone or not. Howard.
Oh, the pressure!
Big loss! Darian Mayo with the sack.
Oh my goodness, that was a big sack, and now you just can't let it happen. He's almost showing blitz. It looks like. Look at how his inside his safeties already. He just can't. We can't be allowing this 3rd and 27 to convert here. It's just too big of a mistake.
3rd and 27.
And he's got pressure. That's a
He's in
safety.
the end zone. That's a safety.
It's safety.
And Clemson is back in front.
Oh, have you ever?
And they get the ball back too.
Unbelievable.
Oh my goodness. A
19,
mistake. We were talking.
17 Clemson. Oh my gosh. Reens takes punt. What are you saying, Tiger Go?
Yeah, we were talking about how we couldn't allow a big mistake from Clemson on 3rd and 27. We really didn't expect Ole Miss to make an even bigger mistake and just getting sacked in the end zone. That pressure, though, from Clemson has just been getting there all day long. It was, the 6th sack of the game now. And, Clemson now, you just kind of want to be what we've been doing the whole game and just can't be allowing get too cute.
He runs it, but it's going to be coming back for holding.
Yeah, it's a big penalty there. On the momentum just kind of goes away when that happens, and so it's going to be unfortunate. But now, I think we're going to see this clock go to the end of the 3rd quarter by the time Ole Miss gets the ball back. So we'll see if Ole Miss can have a 4th quarter comeback here. Oh, look at this!
Howard busts into the secondary. He's going to get 15 of those back. So even with the original run, he basically made up all of the yards he needed to. So he's right back to square one.
Both of them got to about a 5-yard. Well, maybe not both. And that 5 yards from where the drive started there, and Tyler Brown's definitely been the impact player. We talk about the 75-yard touchdown, the first play of the game, and now we're seeing a lot of these guys in the backfield now.
Jet action to Brian Wesco. Wesco has a first down into Ole Miss territory.
Yeah, and more substitutions by.
And again, the quarterback swap is coming into play big time.
And this is interesting to me because now Clemson's really made a couple of big plays on these drives, and they just kind of fizzle out at the end. We saw it on the last couple of drives with the field goals and going forward on 4th down. And so now we're gonna see where Clemson really stands. This is, they've already made a clutch fourth quarter comeback against Oregon. They gotta do one against our champion here. This is, is this the game where we kind of say, okay, Clemson is not to be kind of played around with anymore. They're a real team. We'll see what happens the next 6 minutes.
Yes, indeed. Pretty tight game here. Outside handoff, popped, but he has a first down to the 35, pickup of 12. The fullback.
And now, now we see.
Now
we're gonna see if they're gonna chew clock here, or they're just gonna kind of take their time. You don't want to really mess with your, flow or rhythm right now. And we're seeing a lot of these runs in the backfield, though. That's really kind of really confusing this defense potentially. Oh, look at this.
Inside handoff. Brown, big hole, and he gets it down to the red zone.
And this is nice for Clemson because now you have this field goal pretty much guaranteed here as long as you, well, I guess it's 18-yard line. It's probably about 35 yards, which isn't really the easiest in the world from this angle as well. But, you want to get your field goal. You're going up 5 if you get it there, and you're still within a field goal regardless of what Ole Miss does on their next possession. So pretty good drive so far for Clemson, and we'll see if Ole Miss makes any adjustments.
Man goes in motion, fake jet action. Brown takes it, and Brown stays on his feet. I mean, he's just eating those hits like nothing happened.
And the thing I'm getting concerned about, EJ, is the strip ball, because we know Clemson's they're in this spot where you need to be aggressive. If you're Ole Miss defense, they're starting to want to strip that ball out of the running back's hands. You've got to put it on conservative if you're the ball carrier. Just see if we can just minimize the risk of having any sort of fumbling chance when we're in a big impact point in the game.
Yep, as you see, they're really chewing this clock. But Vizina's going to go to the air.
No one's
and
open.
He's going to throw it, and it's caught it! Touchdown!
Wow. I don't know if your mic got out. Or maybe it's me,
Ryan
but...
Hannafin, the junior tight end with the catch! And Clemson's a point away from making it a 2-score game.
Yeah, you have to. This is the extra point. You gotta watch the block. Hopefully, for Clemson's sake, they don't. And now it's a 2-possession game, and your Clemson. We can't get too cute on defense. Let's just do what we have been. I think the 4-man front is really working well. They've been getting a ton of pressure on the quarterback all day long, and that's what we're gonna need here. Just force Ole Miss to beat
White's
you.
gonna run it out.
And they're trying to get some sort of momentum, and that's not going to do anything. This is just an unbelievable game from Clemson. Unbelievable run. They're going to be, barring
they
a
can
miracle,
hold on for these
really.
last 4 minutes. They're going to the CFP semifinal game.
Look at...
Halfback screen set up. Gonna get to the 25.
Well, tempo's coming, so we just kind of see if we can deal with that here. And he's sacked again! Just no pressure. There's so much pressure from Clemson. They just can't do anything to stop it on the Ole Miss offensive line.
They're down 7 now. Howard.
He's
Gonna be
sacked
taken down
again!
again! Oh my goodness! Darian Mayo is having a career day today. Another sack.
And when it matters most, the Clemson defensive line has showed up, and I don't know, the defense for Clemson.
Clemson is 1 stop away.
We gotta make sure we don't do anything stupid on offense if they do, but we still gotta get the stop as well. We'll see what they do here.
4-man rush. Hennessy throws. It's incomplete. And you want to see where Clemson has that football? Well, they're on the 4. So basically, just punch it in. It's definitely over.
this game, you know, they can still get a stop, and this, you know, you have to score a touchdown, I think, if you're Clemson here, if you want to ice it completely, but I mean, we obviously just want to
And
kneel it
run to
here.
the
They're going to
left
get it right
side,
here.
and it's just an easy walk-in touchdown. That is the dagger. The Cinderella run for the Clemson Tigers from the ACC. Gonna beat another highly ranked team in the college football playoffs.
We will also have a new champion
Yes.
as well.
And this is the first year where Jackson will not make the national championship. He's made the all three.
Let's not jinx it yet. This is still a 2-score game, I think, and so, or is it not? I can't tell.
No, it is.
17 plus
Oh,
16
actually,
is
it is a
33.
two-score game, but
It is still a 2-score game, so we can't jinx
looking
it
like
yet.
it's
He
over.
still has all 3 timeouts, 1 play touchdown, and he's still got, you know, he's still got 4 timeouts back in his back pocket to play with. So we'll see here. That's not gonna do much though. But yeah, now you just kind of have to run some cheese plays if you're Jackson. This is when you look at your AI games and say, let's just hope and pray that this works. Oh, that's not gonna do much.
Taking it underneath, just getting what they could get.
Yeah, defense is running underneath. We saw that defender was kind of playing really shallow there.
Howard's gonna take off with his legs. It's the 40.
Stop. Clock.
Oh, it continues to
doesn't
run.
stop. We can score before the 2-minute warning. You want to score ideally with before a minute left, I think, without using a timeout, of course. But
That is
wide
a
open.
wide open down inside the 35.
I think that it's gonna be the end. Or it's not. Well, we'll see if they get it
I
off.
can't believe I've been saying Will Howard this whole time. It's Walker Howard.
Will Howard's
Will Howard's
State
in,
QB?
Will Howard's in the NFL.
Oh.
In this, like if this was the real 2026, 27, Howard's in the NFL. So
We'll see.
2 minutes left. Howard has the slant open. It's Barney Jr.
Gotta
down
go
to
hurry
4.
up here.
Keep in mind, you're gonna have to go for 2.
You do have to get the 2 twice in a row, so you're gonna have to run your 2 best plays here. But this is really good progress if you're the Ole Miss coach. Oh,
The
is he
tight
gonna
end
score?
catches
He
it, and he's
is.
in. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Gotta go
This
for
is
2.
this is the game right here. If we don't get this, I don't think there's a path back to the win here. But oh boy, this is going to be a huge play here.
Oh yeah, and they still have all 3 timeouts. Yes, so that is true.
Yeah, I would watch. I'd watch
Don't know
everybody.
so I don't know if I onside kick. We'll see. Howard
There's not really anybody open.
goes to his right.
That's
It's
picked, and that's
intercepted
the
in the
game.
end zone. It's Anderson, and he's just gonna run it back. Might get caught. Yes, and he
Get
will.
down. Don't want to risk any risk, but that's probably going to do it there.
Gotta
unless
onside kick
they
it
get
though.
if they get the onside kick, they got a chance. If not, I don't think this is going to happen. But you know, Jackson does know how to do onside kicks better than most people.
We'll see. Minute 45. Onside kick.
Oh my goodness!
He touched it.
Got it.
And he got it! He got the onside! He did get it! Ole
And
Miss
this game is still
Ole Miss
alive.
takes possession!
This is not. We can't be too cute. We need to send pressure if you're Clemson. You want to get him off his rhythm a little bit.
Oh, the
Oh, it's picked.
lob.
That's picked.
Oh, he caught it! He
What?
caught it, Jake Johnson!
Are
Whoa!
you kidding me?
What a catch!
I don't know if
This
he got his
game
feet
is-
down.
This game is on drugs right now.
I do not think he got his feet down, but I guess they're not reviewing it. And they can't do anything about it now. But Clemson.
Howard's gonna set
Oh,
up the
it's picked?
halfback screen. Oh no, not
Oh,
picked.
I thought he'd pick that, but we kind of. Do we play more conservative on the defense? I don't think it worked very well last time for Clemson, so maybe we just kind of have to switch it up here. X is open.
Corner route is wide open. It's Johnson. Gotta go. No timeouts to use here. Just gotta save him for the next time around.
Yeah, luckily the clock will stop on this time, and so I'm interested about this defensive formation. They're all, look how far back they are. They're 10 yards back, the linemen are. Oh my goodness, the pick!
That's ball game.
Get
McLeod.
down, and that's it.
And Clemson seals it. Kobe McLeod, the senior middle linebacker, just put this game to rest.
And we got a little nervous if you're a Clemson fan for a lot of that little comeback. I mean, but I would probably just knee it and not really risk the fumble, but we're going to run this touch pass.
Brian Ruesco tries to bounce it to the outside.
Yeah, and what a story, DJ. Clemson, 94 guys were saying he's not supposed to be in the playoffs. How is he making it over me? Well, guess what? He's beat 2 champions back-to-back. I don't know who's going to play next. It might be Electric or a DGJ. Yeah, so that'll be a challenge in itself.
Yeah, we know those two have had a really nice battle ever since the USF user came to the Dynasty. It's been some good games. Looking forward to another one.
Yeah, that'll be played around 8 o'clock tonight, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe 9 o'clock after the cup race.
3rd and 10.
But now we'll get the ball back, and this is going to be interesting. This game is... The probabilities are probably about 0.1%.
They're really slim. They're really slim.
It's not completely over yet. If we get maybe a good return here, they're kind of punting it short here. Let's see if... Oh, he's got a little bit of room here.
Fields it. He's going to get it to the 49.
You also have to get... You're going to have to get 2 onside kicks in a row, which is just... The odds of that are pretty astronomical.
I think if you score and you onside kick, I don't know if you're going to get it back again.
We'll see. He's gonna have to throw it away.
Throw it away. Yep. Nothing open.
This is a question. If he gets in the field goal range, does he just take for 3 right away?
He might. Just to prevent losing any more time.
I feel like you just kind of have to go for it, in my opinion. But
he is taking the check down route. The check down for Sama.
He can't do it here because it's gonna waste too much time. So he's gotta. If he's gonna do it, he's gonna have to like throw it out of bounds here.
Or spike it.
Or incomplete pass, yeah. Oh my goodness, the pressure is just so... It's just there all day. He just has no time to throw the football. And that's another thing we see kind of with KSU and USF. They have some good offensive line. And you wonder if this Clemson front can really do anything against that if they play. Oh,
that is going to be overthrown.
Yeah, I was open there, and that was definitely the read. But 3rd and 10, it's either touchdown or field goal. I think at this point, just kind of see what happens. Oh my God! I think. Oh, and you have to go. You have to huddle. You have to know huddle. You can't spike it either. He's got. Oh my God! He's got turbo on. He can't change the play.
Fire for the end zone.
He's got no pressure. He's got no.
He just lobbed
He's gonna have to lob it.
And
that's it.
Once again, it's incomplete, and that's gonna officially do it here. Here at the Fiesta Bowl, as Jackson will not make the national championship for the first time in HPL. On the other side of things, the Cinderella run continues for Clemson. They've improved to 10-4, and they are going to the CFP semifinal game. What a incredible job from our Bills, leading this team all the way to the semifinal.
Yeah, that's an unbelievable game from our Bills. Just a guy that no one thought was going to be able to do this, and now he's going to be in the semifinal. He's got a chance to play for the championship, and you wonder, DJ, is the ACC going to have 2 teams in the championship for this season?
I mean, it's looking like that. Hold on, let me pull up the bracket. Wait, can you pull up the bracket, Jackson, if you get the chance to? Need to look at it. Whereas the ACC is actually doing good once I leave the ACC. That's crazy.
Yeah, well, we know the ACC just runs better without snakes in there, so...
Alright, so we're looking at our updated CFP bracket. So we see Clemson beat Ole Miss. So winner of Electric and DBJ will play Clemson in the semifinals.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting because we look up top and, you know, you have the Florida, Mississippi State, Miami game, and that's either going to be Battle of the Mississippi State boys or a rematch from the Week 1 Florida-Miami. Then, of course, on the bottom you have Clemson going against another really difficult user and a Kansas State USF. And that's another thing. We look at the top of the bracket. Florida just has a cupcake to the path to like the semifinals, and then Clemson just had to go through 3 brutal matchups, probably be 4.
They managed to pull it out. They did their job, but and it's going to be even more shocking if they beat one of these users up above either Kansas State or USF, one of those Big 12 schools. Anyway, enough with the yap. We're going to go down to the field for post-game interview. We're not going to interview our Bills because I don't think
Bills will be here in a sec.
Okay.
Oh, well, I guess we could interview Jackson.
We're going to interview Jackson. Disappointing loss. Nonetheless, you had a good season, won the SEC. What are you going to try to do for next season?
Yeah, I'll probably try and improve the trenches. I just got out-trenched that game, and that's kind of where I beat a lot of people, just running it and getting a lot of sacks. But that game, O-line just got killed, and then my D-line, he was just running all over me. So definitely need to improve the trenches for next season. But I mean, it hurts, but I'm happy. I'm happy it's our Bills that beat me. I'm happy it's not someone else. I don't know why the Oregon coach is all cheering and everything. He got first rounded. But yeah, no, if there was one person in this bracket that I would want to beat me, it would be our Bills.
Respect.
Yeah, and I guess I'll go ahead and go next. Jackson, did you maybe underestimate him at all coming into this game?
Nah, I just didn't make some decisions good at the start of the game. The trick play, I mean, it was a great job by the Clemson coach. The hitch corners that I run, he was covering that really well, and the trick play just didn't work out. Probably wasn't the best decision. And then I took an unnecessary hit with my quarterback. I should have handed the ball off, and Boger got drilled, and just the wear and tear was too bad to keep him in. But no, I didn't underestimate him. I saw what he did to Oregon. It was just got outplayed.
Yeah.
Right. Is that it?
No.
Joker, ask a question. Yep.
Where do we go from here? Obviously brought up the trenches, but was there or my question for you is, before the pick, before you used all 3 timeouts, did you consider going for just taking your 3 there before you threw the interception?
Yeah, I did, but if I take my 3 there, it was just a bad read by me. But I was trying to score, so I had my 3 timeouts left, and if I get the ball back and score a touchdown, I'll win the game. So if it came down to like 4th down, I would have kicked it, but I was trying to score.
Yeah.
Well, I will say that if somehow our Bills can beat the winner of USF and Kansas State,
yeah, I'm cheering for him to win it all,
and beat Florida, Miami, or Mississippi State, you have to put him in the top 5, top 3 discussions, because it's just, I don't think there's a lot of people in this league that probably on my hand that can beat Oregon, Ole Miss, and potentially Kansas State and USF 3 times in a row. So
Yeah, I want to see what his
gotta
O
give credit
line
to
is.
it.
Yeah, not only mentioning that, he's got, what,
Or
86
his
overall
field.
team, so he's doing that with the
O-line
overall
is
disadvantage as
solid.
well.
And
Oh yeah,
I think he
D-line's
has a
really
top
good.
5 user or top 5 class this year. I think it was him in Ohio State that had a top 5 recruiting class. So
Yeah, he beat
there's
me
going to be
out
some
for.
talent.
He beat me out for I think like 2 5-stars, and I think he's been recruiting pretty well the first 2 seasons. So next season, everyone who's been recruiting well, next season it'll really pay off. And I've been recruiting
and
well, so I'm just praying my guys get good upgrades.
he took a few 4-stars from USC as well. So all the credit to Clemson and the Tigers.
Clemson's doing a job right now.
And DJ, you can close us out.
Was Zarbills
wait.
joining?
Arbels is not joining.
He
Well,
said he was
Jackson
going to
said
join
he
in a
was.
minute. That was
Well,
5
we'll
minutes
let
ago.
me
tag him real
ask.
quick. Yeah, we'll just talk a little bit.
Let's kind of get our
Um,
predictions for the next 2 games. We'll start
I think
with the
Miami
top
destroys Mississippi State.
side. Miami,
Starting with who?
Mississippi State. Miami, Mississippi
I've
State.
got Miami winning 35-17.
I think that Wildcats too much to stop, personally. It's just so good with CJ2K.
Yeah,
Just-
I have Miami winning as well, unfortunately.
I got Mississippi State winning that.
Oh, we will be getting a statement
being different.
from our
Alright, yes.
Bills.
Arbels is
And then what
destroyed
about
soon.
Kansas State USF, the trilogy? What do we
I don't
have?
even know if you can predict that game, personally.
Yes,
You
I
kinda
mean,
just
it can go
you
either
don't
way.
know.
I
think
think
they both
USF
score
is capable
50.
of doing it again.
I
I
think it's
think
a better prediction than you just.
make it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say
what's the
like maybe
over-under?
like maybe like
There's
Over under
100.
75.
like
Over.
59 to
Definitely over.
59 to
75 and a half.
56. 59-56
Oh
electric.
I got DBJ.
It's hard.
I think the big moment, the big lights, the big opportunity. I think DBJ found something against Electric there, and
You also got to keep in mind electric is more of a offensive type of guy.
Mm.
Like no offense, but I feel like anybody could score on electric. Like I feel like if you have the offense to do that, go right ahead, drop as many as you can. But just he's really good on offense. So we're gonna see that in the Peach Bowl later in Atlanta, and then that's our 2 quarterfinal games predictions.
Yeah.
So
Hopefully he's here soon. I gotta be somewhere at 6.
We gotta. It's been a second for the
Can we
last
say a
2
happy
minutes.
birthday to my mom?
Happy birthday.
it's tough, man. I don't think I can do that. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Are we still live?
yeah,
We're
Yeah.
waiting for our Bales. Let's get NASCAR
It's
predictions,
gonna
I
take me
guess.
10 minutes
Yeah,
to
I
walk
don't think
my
we're
car.
gonna-
15 minutes to
I don't-
drive there.
I don't think we're gonna get it either. Okay, let's get some NASCAR predictions.
I think already beat Stroker. He gets revenge
Yeah,
for
he's here, he's here.
He's there.
Oh.
Thank you. Yeah, good. We don't have to talk about that.
The GOAT Arbels is here. For the first time, I'm hearing him talk.
Yeah, same.
Hi.
What's good, man?
You have the floor.
Yes.
Make sure the stream can hear you.
Yeah. Make sure your voice is
Hold on.
shared.
I'll check the stream. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah. Make sure your voice is shared. I'll check the stream. Hold on. Oh,
Make sure
yeah.
Yeah, his
Yeah,
voice.
I can't hear.
voice is
Yeah,
not shared.
just make sure your voice is shared.
Do you know how to do that,
Maybe
Arbels?
you- He's gone. Oh, we go back to NASCAR predictions then, I guess.
I don't think we should do that.
Jackson, I think we start with Joker gets punted by Heredia in the last corner. And
I think the two SHR guys will be up front, and maybe they'll be punting each other
And
for
we're
third.
that's a bold prediction.
How long will it take me to drive there? Oh, it's only 10 minutes.
I'm thinking I finish ninth. Where are you, DJ? Where are you finishing? I guess.
Well, I don't know.
Are you hot? I heard you're hot seating at Road America.
Yeah, and I'm winning that race.
Are you really?
I'm gonna. Nah, I'm not. I'm trolling, but I'm make sure that my father always gets the win he deserves. Yeah, he deserves it a lot.
All right,
He
type in the chat if you can hear me.
He can hear.
Did you not? He can.
I haven't heard him talk.
Oh. Did he turn his mic off instead?
I don't know. I don't know. I gotta go though.
Okay, well, go to party, go to more, go to voice chat settings, go to share your voice, and put it on to allow.
We'll turn it on as well.
Shasta, who do you have winning tonight's race at Richmond?
Should be the champ.
Okay.
I heard DJ was making his broadcasting debut for NASCAR.
I will not be there for NASCAR.
Is he got his well, we saw on your Instagram story, DJ, that because of snow you can't play your esports game. I'm not sure how that really
We gotta wrap it up.
Because there are a lot of
correlates
people that lost power.
Producers telling me to wrap it up.
The producer.
Okay. Well,
Alright.
We have 2
DJ,
minutes.
you can close us out.
Alright,
No.
I feel bad, but like I actually have to go.
Alright, I guess we can.
I'll make my statement in here. We can.
Alright, then we can end it officially. Alright, thank you guys for tuning in. 33-23 final, Clemson to the CFP semifinal. And, yeah, what a game. So, I'm Dewan McMurray, alongside of me, Nathan Jurgens. And this is HPL YouTube channel. We're signing off.